Hello, YouTubes, and welcome to another edition of The Casual Word. I'm your host, Langley, and this is your Positive Pivot. I know that I've been saying that we're going to get back to Alexandra Ailes' book, Words from a Wanderer, and every time that I think we're ready to go ahead and pick that book back up, one of the kids really surprises me and gives me something that I really feel like I should share with you all. I'm really proud of the way these children have responded to the challenge of writing and of becoming creative, and they have been really intrigued not only with the process of being creative and how to write and what to write, but they've also been really engaged with trying to find their own voice. So I know I've read several pieces by some of the other students, and I've got another one here today that was written that was just really profound. It really made me think about us listening to our kids and reading the signs and being good influences and making sure that we're doing everything we can to help them be successful. One of the writing prompts that we're doing in my class right now is if you were a time traveler, when would you go? So when in time would you go? And I gave the children the option to either talk about something real, a personal story, or where they would go and why, or to make up an adventure. You're a time traveling astronaut and you're doing all these wonderful things. Well, I had one student who wrote something that was very personal that I didn't expect, but I feel like I should share it with you. I had their permission, of course, and I think you all just need to be more mindful. We all need to be more mindful about listening to the voices of our youth. A colleague of mine, we were talking about the fact that our youth are oftentimes overlooked, and because they can't vote, because they can't run for an office, because they can't hold a position of authority, we don't value their input. But really, we should be taking more time to listen to what they have to say, their concerns, their needs, and trying our best to respond to those. So this is a piece today that was written for me, and it's in response to the writing prompt, which is being a time traveler. If I was a time traveler, I would go back to July 1st, 2013, when I found out I had diabetes. Because my sugar is so out of hand, I would go back and I would do what the doctors asked me to do. And maybe my sugar wouldn't be as high as it always is. I've been in DKA 3 times this year. For those who don't know, that's diabetic ketone acidosis. So I've been going to the Children's Hospital in Johnson City, and I have to go for 3 or 4 days. It's not fun at all. I usually get at least 2 IVs and 2 of these blood procedures done, which really hurt. I don't get to eat, and I have to not eat for 24 hours. And due to this DKA process, I miss a lot of school, and I do mean a lot. So if I could travel in time, I would go back to July 1st, 2013. That really stuck out to me because I had never seen this student before, so I was unaware of their condition. They don't have any real signs of illness of any sort. And it just made me think about the fact that you never know what somebody's dealing with. And specifically, we don't know as adults and sometimes as educators what these kids are dealing with, not only in their life at home, outside of school, but what they're having to endure personally. And we really need to continue to be not only those beacons of light that I talk about all the time, but we need to take it to the next step and really make sure that we are listening, make sure that we are tuned in as much as we can be, to the needs of our youth. They are our future, and if they don't feel like they have a voice now, what makes them want to speak later? I think that's something that we need to be really cognizant of, that if we make them be silent now, we won't be able to count on them later on to speak up when we need them. So with that being said, guys, I know this is a little bit more somber note for a positive pivot, but still want to encourage you guys that we need to be doing everything we can for everyone we can. Today's episode was really talking about really going to the next level with our youth, with our teens, our adolescents, even the even younger generation, the 5, 6 year olds and those kids that are coming up, because they're all going to, come through our current system to an extent, and if we can't change things, if we don't change things, they're all going to be subject to a lot of the same issues and problems that we're facing right now if we don't change things, if we can't change things. So everything comes full circle, and if we want to be able to count on them, we've got to first lead by example, and we've got to give them opportunities to be better and to create a better future for ourselves, create a future for themselves, and create a better future for the generation that follows behind them. So you guys, as always, if you have any questions, you can send anything to thecasualword@gmail.com. Like, subscribe, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you guys again next week. This is The Casual Word. Until next time, stay blessed.